One time, there was this time I was at work. I work in IT, and I was speaking to one of my non-black friends, but he's not white either. Now, y'all, he is brown as me or browner than me. But because he was raised in a culture that was recently colonized, um, his mindset, we ain't see eye to eye on everything. And so he really almost worships some part of uh, the culture that colonized his people. So one day I had started wearing my natural hair like this actually. So this is a braid out, and y'all, I have to do a braid out because I have different textures on my hair, and which means like right here it's a lower porosity, kinkier texture as opposed to the rest of my head. And so if I just let my hair if I do a wash and go, it's gonna look crazy. So this is a braid out. So I had been wearing braid outs, and he came to me one day and he was so okay. Let me rewind. I can ramble, y'all. Let me rewind. So this dude, he was giving me some advice. He was like, look, you know what, you need to dress for the job you want, not for the job you had. And I was like, he's right. So I started wearing jeans and wearing my hair natural, because the job I want is as a creative. And I want a lot of resources from that job. And so I changed, I started wearing my hair natural, and, I started dressing a little more business casual, still professional, but business casual. So one day, this buddy of mine, he came up, he was like, oh my God, are you okay? He pulled me aside to a conference room. I just want to make sure you're good. I'm like, what happened? What, you hear something? Cause it was it's toxic now, but it's always been toxic, just a different level of toxic then. My skin was a lot thinner then. So I could feel the toxicity. And I'm like, what did you hear? And he's like, no, I ain't hear nothing. You good? So I'm like, well, what's wrong? He pulled me, y'all. He's like, I want to check on your mental. I'm like, for real? What you hear? What's going on that I don't know about? So he's like, no, it's your hair. You haven't been combing your hair. I'm like, what you talk about? What you talk about, boo? I have been combing my hair. Ain't nothing wash and go about this wash and go. It's a wash and wait and prep. And it wasn't no wash and go. I put a lot of effort into this. What you talk about? So he was like, well, it's unkempt. I said, actually, this is how God made me. It's not unkempt. This is my God made hair. And I'm not going to flat iron it away all the time to fit in. Now, sometimes I will go sometimes 6 months wearing nothing but flat irons. That's because I want to, not because I feel some kind of way about thinking that my natural hair is unprofessional or something, but because I want to. And I was in a moment where I didn't want to wear my hair straight all the time. I was dressing for the job I wanted, and the job I wanted would allow me to wear natural hair when I want to wear natural hair. Yo, he was like, you don't have to tell me what's really going on. You don't have to tell me what's really going on. And he refused to believe that I was okay because I was wearing my hair natural. Bruh. So y'all know what I did for the next 6 months? I wore the biggest froze I could wear. My hair don't even all the way fro up sometimes, but I wore the biggest. You know how like this is day 1. So by like day 5, my hair's gonna be huge. I wore the biggest wash and goes I could wear, the biggest froze I could wear, the messiest I could wear. For 6 months straight, I ain't put no heat on my hair other than to sit under the dryer and to dry the braids. But you know what I mean? And every day I see him in the hall, like, say something. And he got it. I had to tell him. Anyway, I love that guy. And it's not his fault. If I walked a mile in his shoes, perhaps I also would have a mindset like he has. But yeah, that's one time that I experienced some ignorance and I dare say discrimination based on my hair. He assumed that because I was wearing hair the way God made it, for the most part, that I had lost my mind. Because how dare I come into this corporate environment with anything but straight hair? Come on now, get out of here. But I still love him though. But come on now.